Hey, you guys, it's Double Moms, and in today's episode, we're going to take a look at Tarena International Inc., ticker symbol TCTM, a Chinese microfloat stock sympathy play. But before we begin, if you haven't already subscribed, folks, hit that subscribe button, set those notifications on so you don't miss any episodes, and like and share. Also, let me begin by saying, folks, we are not financial or stock advisors, and we are not giving stock or financial advice. This episode is for entertainment purposes only. Hey, always do your own due diligence. Now, if you want access to our private Discord so you can get our pre-market picks early, the link is in the description. We are a serious, well-organized, and professional organization dedicated to providing superior service for our members. No disorganization and amateur execution like many other useless groups out there. We try to be the best at what we do. And frankly, we are the best. It's not bragging when you're stating a fact, folks. We just pick a lot of bangers a lot of times, and others can't. Today, we called out JXJT pre-market February 15, 2024, before its parabolic run up 730%. And we also called out CHNR yesterday on February 14th and pre-market today, February 15th, before it ran up 715%. We also called out SIEN pre-market yesterday, February 14th, and today on February 15th, before it ran up 510%. We also called out TVGN today, February 15th, which ran up 367%. And we also called out DXF yesterday, February 14th, and pre-market today, February 15th, before it ran up 404%. We called out MHUA yesterday, February 14th, and pre-market today, February 15th, before its run up 278%. And we called out TCTM, the stock we're discussing in this video today, February 15th, which ran up 242%. We called out LICN earlier today before it ran up 188%. We also called out GRNQ pre-market today on February 15th before it ran up 185%. And we called out PLCE yesterday on February 14th and pre-market today on February 15th, and it ran up 162%. We also called out BZFD today, February 15th, before it ran up 150%. And we also called out NNOX pre-market today on February 15th, before its run up 124%. And we called out ANTE today, February 15th, before it ran up 122%. We called out IVP pre-market today, before its run up 116%. And we also called out NMG pre-market today, before it rose up 109%. We also called out IFBD pre-market today, before it rose up 104%. And finally, we called out WAFU today, February 15th, before it ran up 104%. Those are 17 100% plus runners we call today, folks. As I said, we are just made different, This is what we do, and the early bird, of course, gets the cash. By the way, we've also included a link to our membership website program, folks, which also includes all of our incredible stock picks and over 380 episodes of material on how we try and trade stocks, how we read candlestick patterns, how we read key levels, how to use those critical indicators, and much, much more. Of course, there are no guarantees that you'll succeed in trading stocks if you join our membership site or not, but we share with you how we trade and what's been working for us. So let's get right into it, folks, with Tarena International Inc., ticker symbol TCTM, which is located in Beijing, China. It is a microfloat stock. It is a publicly traded NASDAQ education and training services company with a $10.40 million market cap and 7,955 employees. Tarena International, through its subsidiaries, provides professional education services through full-time and part-time classes under the Tarena brand in the People's Republic of China. The company offers education courses in information technology, IT subjects such as Java, software testing, Linux, network engineering, data analysis, and business intelligence, web front-end development, Python, and network engineer courses, and non-IT subjects including digital art, online sales and marketing, visual effects, VFX, as well as live distance instruction, classroom-based tutoring, and online learning modules. It also provides robotics programming, graphical intelligent programming, NOI informatics, Olympiad Python artificial intelligence, high-level hardware programming for secondary school, soft and hard programming, enlightenment, a programming starter, Python programming basics, etc. In addition, the company operates TMOOC.cn, which is an online learning platform for education courses and job placement training. Now, let's look at TCM's most recent news. On January the 9th, 2024, the company announced the change of the company's trading ticker symbol on the NASDAQ from TEDU to TCTM, effective January 10th, 2024. Also, on December 26, 2023, the company announced it had signed an equity transfer agreement to dispose of all equity interests in the professional education business to a buyer consortium led by Tarena Weishang Technology, or Hainan Company Limited. And another noteworthy piece of news, folks, is that the company is also a microfloat stock, with a float of just 710 million shares. Now, the price action for TCM stock was pushed upward 242% in after hours today. This news could potentially keep the price moving upward tomorrow if more volume or a news catalyst comes in. Undoubtedly, the recent change in the company's ticker symbol and the transfer of all equity interests in its professional education business to a buyer entity, as well as the fact that this is a Chinese microfloat stock company, these things can move the price action upward for TCTM. A continuation of price increase is possible. We will be keeping an eye on it. As we said earlier, if you want access to our private Discord, folks, so you can get our pre-market picks early, the link is in the description. We pick a lot of bangers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. By the way, we've also included that link to our membership website program, which also includes all of our incredible stock picks and over 380 episodes of material on how we find and trade stocks, how we determine our entry and our exit points on trades, how do we read those candlestick patterns, how we read key levels, how we use critical indicators, and much, much more. Of course, there are no guarantees that you'll succeed in trading stocks if you join our membership site or not, but we share with you how we trade and what works for us. In conclusion, Tarena International Inc. ticker symbol TCTM, is a publicly traded NASDAQ education and training services company. This is a Chinese company that is a microfloat stock, which has reported other significant news as well. Several Chinese stocks similar to this one have rallied in the past week. Two examples were HOLO, another Chinese microfloat stock, which we call pre-market on February the 7th, before its huge parabolic run up 3,277%. And on February 13th, before it ran up 140%. BETS was yet another Chinese microfloat stock company that we called out on February the 7th and pre-market on February the 8th, which ran up 141%. All of these factors can continue to move the price action upward for these stocks. Now, a continuation in price increase for these stocks is possible, and we will be keeping an eye on them as well. Now, with the right increase in volume, we believe these factors could be conducive for momentum parabolic day trading for TCTM. Will TCTM run parabolic? It will need volume, but who knows for sure. Of course, we would need to see continued volume before we actually day trade this stock. This is not advice, and we are not pros, folks. It's just my opinion. But I will have TCTM and those other stocks on my watch list. This is Double Moms, folks, and I will see all of you again on the flip side.